So we're back with another special Business Therapy Thursday session. Today is another deep dive with an entrepreneur as we have a conversation and help her understand, help her see what the block is from getting from where she currently is to where she truly wants to be. If this resonates with you, if you want to find out what is holding you back, if you want to make progress in your business, whether you want to be a guest on a business therapy session in the future or have it not published and just have a conversation about it with me, send me an email, marshall@marshallstern.net. Enjoy this show. Hi, I'm Marshall Stern, and I've spent over 35 years leading and growing multiple small businesses. I know firsthand the struggles of entrepreneurship, feeling isolated, lonely, overwhelmed, and feeling like you have to do it all by yourself. I've been through multiple recessions, and I have felt the highs and the lows. I've been there, and I get it. This podcast is here to change that. Every week, I will bring you straight talking advice, real-world strategies, and honest conversations about what it takes to succeed in business without the fluff, the gimmicks, or the sugarcoating. If you're ready to stop spinning your wheels and start making real progress, then you are in the right place. This is the Stern Truth. JC, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. How are you? Better now.
Oh, that's so nice of you. So nice of you. So we've had many discussions before. We've had many coaching sessions before. I want to know from you, this is a special business therapy session. Tell me a little bit first about where things are at with your business. You talked about before we went on camera, you're just kind of still in that launch phase. Just tell me a little bit about where you're at.
So yes, so right now, I am still in the setting up the back end stage of my business. What I mean by that is I'm trying to cross all the platforms just to make sure that I have everything that I'm not trying to make it perfect, but I am making sure that what I intend to help people is also something that I'm doing for myself in terms of the setup and in terms of how I work and the platforms that I use and how do they connect with each other. And does it make sense to me, like, even though, certain platforms are not talking to each other, or what's the simplest way for me to set up? So those are the things that I'm at right now. And trying to keep it cost effective. And I haven't put a deadline, but I am putting a deadline for myself to get this all done. And so I'm hoping by November I could finally do everything that I've said I'm going to do in terms of accountability and everything else that we've talked.
Okay, so we've been coaching together for a while. You're in momentum. We talk about accountability a lot, right? I remember going back a year from now. I think you launched. You finally, you were putting it off, putting it off, putting it off, and you finally launched your new business about a year ago, right?
Yes, yes. Almost a year ago, yes, in November.
Do you want to tell, just for, I mean, people are watching too, what the name of your business is?
Yes, it's Operations Boutique.
Perfect. Um, what would make, that's good. I'm going to ask this question different, in a different way for you today, or to you today. What would make this session today, our time together today, so powerful for you that you might even cry?
That's a good question. That's a tough question. Um, I think not throwing in it, that's the wrong word to put in. I think it would be the belief in me, the reason why I do what I do, and that all of the doubts in my head are not true, and awareness in areas of opportunity. What is it called? Areas for growth. Just like what I was mentioned to you in the chat when we were chatting. That's one. That's one awareness. And so, yeah, I think, does that answer your question?
It was an open question. So
Yes.
it's no right. So okay, I'll be okay. So belief, awareness, belief in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think so? Do you think I'm going to ask this a different way again? What do you think is holding you back or slowing down the process and progress for you with this year-long launch, which you've learned a lot about yourself, right? what do you think you need to do? Well, first, I guess, what do you think is slowing down the process and progress? Is it the lack of belief in yourself?
Yes, the lack of belief in myself. I mean, I do believe that I can do this,
Hmm.
but I can't see it. Like I'm still doubting, you know, is are there going to be clients that are looking for this? Is anyone really looking for this service? You know, that I the questions that I have, it's like, did I do this too soon? Like, did I launch too soon without having the proper plan? And then it becomes a rabbit hole. And then you go down to, well, it's not about perfection. You know, you just kind of come up with the plan, you do this, and then you just launch, and then you just do it, and then you grow in the process. Um, but in the meantime, the uncertainty of what's ahead
Hmm.
sometimes is quite scary because it's like, ah, I'm like, I shouldn't have done it that way. Now, like, and I just need to remember a mindset or a thought of some sort so that when those thoughts come in, I just need to remind myself that that's okay. That's normal. That's part of the process. Like
Yeah.
everything's going to be okay, all that stuff. Right. So,
Okay. I want to give you an exercise to do.
okay.
Okay. I don't know if we've done this, but I don't think we've done this before. And if we have, I want you to redo it. Okay. Do
Okay.
this because I do this at some point, I take it out of my toolbox. So one thing I do as a coach is I don't have, it's not a system. It's not like session one, this, session two. I mean, there is a foundation for sure, but it's not like step one, step two, step three, because everyone's different.
Mhm,
But I have a toolbox and I bring out different tools when I think it'll serve my clients the most.
mhm.
And I think in this moment, I think this tool will serve you well. So what I want you to do is I want you, JC, to come up with the old JC versus the new.
Okay.
Have we talked about this before?
We have, yes.
Yeah.
And I've created something for
Yeah.
this. Sorry, on my phone trying to find it. But yes, I have it.
Okay. So I want you to revisit it.
Okay.
Okay. So for example, before we go there, and this is for anyone that actually is watching this, okay, or listening to this. A little backstory. So just the other day, you, JC, sent
Mhm,
me your blueprint, or last week, you sent me the blueprint. It's like, oh my gosh, like this is what you do for this is what you can do also for other businesses. Like this is amazing. It's like a plan, it's a strategy, but it's really in depth.
right.
And one of my comments to you was, I believe, it's great to have this, but if it's just going to go on the shelf, now we don't intentionally do a plan, strategy, business plan, whatever, um, to go on a bookshelf. We don't. We do it because that's what we're supposed to do. And it's supposed
Mhm,
to be something we refer back to. But if it is going to just be buried on your Google Drive or buried on a bookshelf, like so many things are, then you're wasting your time. And things
mhm,
will continue to stall and not progress. Same thing with this exercise we did. Okay. I want you to
mhm,
look at it. The whole point of the exercise is to see how there's nothing wrong with the old JC. It's just not, there's certain ways that you have shown up in the past that isn't serving you and your business and your clients the way it should be. So we need to,
mhm,
it's about growth. It's about change. So what does the new versus the old look like in different situations, different scenarios? And you catch yourself, but you need to go back to it and refer to it, especially in those moments where maybe you are feeling a little bit overwhelmed and a little bit like, maybe is this even a service needed? Am I even
mhm,
good enough? And then you go
mhm.
back to this document and you can catch yourself and say, oh, okay,
I found my list.
yeah.
And what would you like me to share again?
Well, you can actually share the list, but it's really, I mean, are you referring to back to it, which I have a guess no.
Yes, no, you're right.
And two, why not?
I forgot about it.
Okay. So,
It's not top of mind.
so what can you do so that it is top of mind or that it is out there and you don't forget about it?
This conversation right now is
I
what's I
say,
need to
JC,
put it on.
JC, I know you have a lot going on in your life. And for example, it's Pro D Day, so you got the kids at home. Something else will happen, things will go,
hmm
and I hope it does last. I hope he does remember. But what else, other than this conversation? If I can get you somehow to tears in this conversation, then you might remember it. But if I don't get you to tears, if we don't have the Kleenex box, if we don't need it, it may just be like everything else, and at some point just sort of fade away into the sunset with everything else you have going on. So what
Uh,
else?
um, it would have to be remembering my why. And I need to remember the correlation of it. So when I see it, it's instant that I'll remember that this is why I do what I do. And that would be, um, and I'll share my why. And this is something that you and I have talked about as well. And it's modeling what it is that I want my kids to see. And I know I'm not perfect. I don't strive to be perfect. And I do want my kids to see in the flaws and the strengths of
Mhm.
being human and doing what we do. But I want to be able to just kind of see my kids and then remember that. Like, what is it that I'm modeling? What is it that I want them to see? So, remembering that will help me remember my list of old versus new. So,
Good, good. What else? What about what else, like in maybe a routine? It needs to become a habit.
right. Um, I've put everything else on my calendar. Like I have my, like my me time, like my like
Good.
blocking my time. So I have all of those, and putting it on my calendar is something that would really help me. And not even, not even just a checklist.
Mm,
It's to take maybe 5 minutes, read them again, and remind myself. And so, yeah, so that's something that I can do to help me. And so far, um, I've been doing very good with,
great.
you know, the consistency. There's ups and downs, of course, but for the most part, I'm doing pretty good. And I'm not gonna underestimate myself either.
No, that's good. And you know what? Sometimes it's not even you don't think it's needed, right? Because when things
Mhm,
are going well, and you're in a routine and you have momentum and traction, everything's going well. Um, but you need it. It's for those times when you have a bad night, things aren't going so well, right? In
mhm,
the future, you lose a client doesn't re-enroll, or right, they don't stay, or they leave, or a proposal you put out there and they say no, or they ghost you. Like it's those times where you need it. So we need to build
mhm,
that habit. So I love it putting in your calendar. Um, what would be if you block the time for it? It's really a mindset. Um, it's building that muscle. So it's like going to the gym. So a 5 minute exercise of just reviewing the why, reviewing the old versus the new, kind of
mhm.
looking at the day and setting the intention. When would you be able to put that in your calendar? Like what part of the day?
It would be around the same time that I would be doing my prayer, my meditation.
Okay, perfect.
So it'll be around that time. So I just need to, yeah, like put it on my calendar so that I know, okay, after this is now what I'm doing to remind myself, or in between, whatever that looks like, as long as it's done
But you have
and
your
it's
you
there.
have your meditation, your prayer a certain time, like I said, it's like
Yes,
clockwork
yes,
every day, every
yeah,
day.
every day, yes.
Okay, what time of day is it usually?
It's usually in the morning
Okay.
before I do anything else.
Okay.
Um, I do that. And yeah, and it's not even rigid either. It's like very flexible in how I do it. So
Okay.
yeah.
So it's like kind of like the meditation and then mindset, which
hmm
it's all part of the same. One might be more personal.
Yes.
Actually, they're both personal.
hmm
But one is probably more for your personal yourself. The other is for
hmm
yourself, therefore your business, right? Okay. I have a question for you.
Sure.
Do you really think that the business that you have, Operations Boutique, well, tell me what Operations Boutique. If I met you in the elevator,
Yes.
hi, my name is
Hi.
Marshall. What's your name? What do you do?
My name is JC, and I'm the founder of Operations Boutique, and I help business owners clear the chaos so that they can stay in their zone of genius. And that's freeing time for growth and also work-life harmony.
Hmm, very nice. So my question to you, JC, do you think there's need for it?
I think so.
Okay.
I think there is. But it's just a matter of having the business owner be aware of the need because sometimes, and you talked about this a lot, business owners get into their zone and then they become part of the operation, so involved in the operation that they get super overwhelmed and then they don't know how to let go, even
Hmm.
when you step in. And so I think finding that relationship to say, okay, it's okay to let go so that you can step back and, you know, yeah. So,
So where does this doubt come from? That is there an actual need? Talked about it at the beginning.
doubt of why this isn't going to work.
Yeah, you made a comment at the early on in the conversation that do they even want this? Is there even a need for this?
Right. Yes. The doubt comes in because I'm not taking enough action. And yes, I'm recognizing that without the action and without actually talking to people about it, then I wouldn't really know if it's working or not. But I know there's a need for it because I see it on LinkedIn a lot. I see it on Indeed a lot that they're looking for this type of role, right? Um, and so, yeah, so I know it's out there. It's just a matter of me not being afraid to be seen. So,
Okay. So there we have it, my friends. 20 minutes in, 25 minutes in. Not being afraid to be seen. How else has this shown up in your life in the past? Previous career, relationships, activities you've done where you've kind of held back because you were afraid to maybe to be seen.
um, I think it only showed up recently because I know when I was working in corporate, I was not afraid to be seen. I know when to step in to be seen and when to step back. So I wouldn't say that this had shown up before, but I think over the course of um, the pandemic and then my husband's medical situation and then changing me mentally, um, there was a lot of back and forth in what's happening with my thoughts and my beliefs and my identity and what do I want to, where do I want to be and who I want to be after all of that. And so from there, that's, I think, when the fear came in, when it's like, who, because I don't know who I like, I know who I am, but there's a part of me that's still looking and confirming that. And then I don't want to step into the world that way, not feeling comfortable with myself, I guess.
Okay, I see that. I understand. Thank you for sharing.
Of course.
Um, I'm going to sound like a therapist now, but going back to your childhood and school and growing up and in the household, how were you with being seen? How was that as part of your identity and your being, really?
Well, I grew up as an only child. And
Okay.
so a lot of attention was on me. And I know that my parents have done a great job with ensuring that I have enough people around me so that I don't feel alone and that I'm not tucked away and that I am seen. But then I think somewhere down the line, the physicality of being seen is not what I needed. What I needed was for someone to listen to my voice so that I can be heard, that someone would actually, when I say something, that there's belief that yes, no, or disagree with me, but I just want to be heard. So,
Okay. So it's not just about being seen, it's about being heard. And what does that do if someone sees you and hears you, what does that do for you? What is that for you?
it helps my confidence knowing that, yeah, I am adding value into the world. That, if whether they agree or not, the fact that I'm heard, that's enough. Um, I don't even want to say validation, but it sounds like that's where it's leading to, the validation of, yeah, I'm seen, I'm valued, you know, into society. I know some of my whoever might be watching this might say, JC, that's not how I know who you are. But really, it's sometimes I know I am very good at masking things that's not what it looks like in front of other people, but deep down inside is, yeah, what it
And
is.
and
So,
that's where the work comes from. It's the deep down inside stuff.
mhm,
Like, on the surface, sure, there's on the surface anybody can be. It's smoke and mirrors to a certain degree for people, right? We
mhm,
have no idea what is going on inside, and that's where that's where the work is. That's where the back end is. That's where
mhm,
all the magic happens. The magic doesn't happen on the stage. Like,
mhm,
I mean, if you're, e- yeah, even if you're a professional athlete or a
mhm,
professional, like, I don't know why Beyonce came to mind. I should be saying like Taylor Swift these days.
mhm.
But magic happens. It's the practice. It's the stuff they're doing beforehand. It's the stuff they're doing constantly, right?
Right.
The stuff on the stage that's just the show.
Mhm,
That's the results of all the other stuff, of the work. Um, so for you, what are you going to do? What do you, it goes back to, the Entrepreneur Growth Summit that you were part
yes.
of year and a
Yes.
half ago now,
Yes.
right? Where I took a picture of you by that Make It Happen sign.
It's still my profile picture.
And it's a great picture and it's a great motto. It's a great way to live, making it happen.
Mhm,
But,
mhm,
and you have come a long way. So
mhm,
there's absolutely. Um, So now we're into phase two or phase three.
mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
What are you going to do to make it happen? What are you going to do to get out of that afraid to be seen, thus heard mode? Get out of that. Just wrote down a few things. Cost effective, keeping things cost effective.
Mhm.
Okay. There's a difference between financial, what's the word? I'm actually drawing a blank for the word. Um, Being financially, so this term should this is like not being edited. I just haven't
Stable,
stable stability. Well, not stable. Um, Being aware.
free. Oh, right. Yes.
Like, okay, you know what? Forget that because this is my podcast and I don't like the way that's going. I would responsibility,
Right.
being financially
Yes.
responsible. There's a difference between financially responsible and cost
Mhm,
effective.
mhm,
Because I really truly believe that the mindset of cost effective, not just for you, for me, for
mhm.
anyone, will hold us back. Okay. Being financially responsible is something different. There's times
Right.
where we need to invest. Okay. Whether it's in an application or like an app, whether it's in like a coach or a coaching program or
Right.
um, a specific system to invest
Mhm,
in, right?
mhm.
Or a seminar to go to versus cost effective. Like I need to be frugal with my money. I'm not saying you do
Right.
that, but when you say cost effective, that's what comes to mind. Being frugal, frugal with the
Right.
money. Got to do things on a shoestring budget. Get this business going.
Mhm, mhm.
Okay. So how do we get away from that mindset and the being afraid to be seen mindset and really go to the next stage? Make it
Right.
happen, part three.
Right. So, um, where I am now, prior to this call, is that's what I was working on, is trying to speed things up so that I can get out of that stage, which I feel like I've done a great job because I figured out the plan. And that plan that I shared with you is what helped me kind of get to
Yep.
this point. And so I think I am now 90% done with the back end. I had a lot of ideas on how I want things to happen, but I realized as I kind of stepped back a little bit from it, um, that not all of it has to happen right now because things are going to change again the moment that I apply it. And not that I have to make those changes,
Yeah.
but it's there. So just I'm at the stage where it needs to be good enough.
Okay. So you're at that stage. It's good enough. Now what?
Then now it's pouring belief in myself that I'm ready to be seen.
Okay. I'm giving you a challenge here.
Okay.
Okay. So by the time when this comes out, it's going to be November, almost November. Okay.
Is this gonna be on Halloween or something? Do I need to say something creepy?
No, the day before Halloween. It's coming out
Oh my
on.
gosh. Okay.
So today's October 30th, just so you know, if you
Okay.
weren't aware
All
of that.
right.
Today's October 30th. So, yes, Halloween, it's all spooky. By the end of November, 1 month from today, it's my
Okay.
daughter's birthday, actually, November 30th. But
Ah, happy
what one,
birthday.
I'll tell her, thank you. What do you want to have happened by November 30th in your business that you are going to scream from the mountaintops? Okay.
Yes.
Um, I don't know where the closest mountain to you is. There's mountains all around us, but
Mhm.
Gross, I don't know, something like that. Mount Seymour, maybe.
Yes.
What do you want happening in the next month? What do you want to have by
Oh,
November 30th?
oh, working with more clients.
Okay, tell me more.
That's what I want
That's too general. I
to.
like it. I like working with more clients, but tell me more. How many more clients? Like what do you want 1 month from now?
1 month from now, it would be nice to add three more clients.
Okay.
And uh, it doesn't even, I mean, yeah, it doesn't really matter what kind of service or package that they are in. But as long as I know that I have them, working with them and have a partnership with them, then and then moving forward, that's what would make me really, really happy. So,
It also helps, going back to the word validate, that you're doing the
yes,
right stuff, right?
yes.
Okay. So you want three new clients by the end of November, which would make you like super duper happy, screaming from the
Yes.
mountaintop. Okay. So, in the time we have left today, tell me what you are prepared to do in order to make it happen. Now, outcome goals versus process goals. We talk a lot about that. So, the
Mm-hmm,
outcome is three more clients. A little bit out of your control, a little bit, because people have
mm-hmm,
to say yes,
mm-hmm.
first off, right? But what's in your control is what? What can you do to make it happen or give yourself the best chance of making it happen?
Crafting the best, I shouldn't say best, but maybe a most authentic, compelling message in my marketing, um, and putting it out there. And yeah, I think that's one thing that I would really that I know I'm aware I really need to do and work on and put it out there.
Okay. Awesome messaging. Love it. Perfect. Yeah, great for sure. It's very important. Number one, putting it out there is where the rubber meets the road. So, what do you mean by putting it out there?
Um, Posting it on socials, posting it on, you know,
This is the being seen
uh,
part. This is the being seen part.
this is being the seen part. Yes, being being seen, being heard, and then letting go. Because after that, there's I can't control what's gonna come. So
Okay.
yeah,
So, putting it on socials, be more specific.
networking.
So, okay, but
Yeah.
on the socials, be more specific. Like LinkedIn,
Oh,
where?
yes. So LinkedIn, Facebook groups that I'm in specifically with business owners,
Mhm,
and yeah, working on my engagement as well in those groups. Just making time, blocking time for those,
mhm.
um, and making connections, um, and authentic ones, of
Yeah,
course. But yeah,
that's all we do. That's all we talk about. That's
yes,
all we do. Everything has to be authentic. Yeah. Okay. So social media, past conversations you've had with people.
yes. Past
Have you?
conversations. My client now, talking to them about it. And yeah, previous clients,
Mhm.
talking to them about it, and yeah, and maybe even um, uh, my former colleagues, speaking to them about it and just sharing with them what I'm doing.
Okay.
So,
What is what's the easiest way someone can work with you? Or put it a different way, if someone doesn't know you and they just meet you at a networking group, right? Or an
mhm, mhm.
elevator, what's the easiest, the lowest barrier to entry to get into the operations boutique world?
Saying hi,
Okay.
making a connection, and then exchanging phone numbers and or email address, and then connecting that way.
Do you have a try before you buy kind of thing?
Uh, oh, I see what you're saying. Um, well, I do have. an offer, which is a strategy session.
Hmm.
And it basically, you get a 90-day action plan with it. Um, and it basically just talks about, you know, decluttering your mind and your thoughts and what's happening in your business right now. And then we're restructuring it
Hmm.
and then reprioritizing what is important to you right now and what needs to happen in order to move the needle in your business. Um, and then from there, um, then you have the option of whether you take that action plan to your team, and work on it with your
Hmm.
team, or you can, work with us, work with me, and then we work on that together and we implement or execute.
Execute, right, right. Okay, but that's a paid, that's a, like, obviously, so people can
It's a
pay for
paid
that.
stretch.
Yeah, because
Yes,
that's like
that's
a
a
90
paid
day,
session.
for sure, 90 day plan, of course. But that's something you can reach out to companies who you want to work with.
Hmm.
And okay, what's one step before that you have? Do you have
Oh,
like,
a discovery call,
yeah,
a 30-minute call just
okay,
to chat and see if we're a fit
yeah,
to move forward.
okay,
And if I am the right person for the job, and if not, then I'm happy to make a referral to the one that suits best. And
yeah,
yeah, and then go from there.
okay, perfect. I want, because of the challenge I've given you and there's three clients. I want to hone in a little bit before we go on specific areas. So are we talking about, you say three more clients. What type of companies do you think your services, your expertise lends itself best to? Or what kind of clients do you really want to work with? Is there a specific industry or type of business?
Yes. Coaches, consultants, that have a team,
Hmm.
agencies like marketing agencies as
Okay.
well. If there is, if they have a team, as or if not necessarily starting out, like starting out in the business, but yeah, definitely if you have a team, um, I would love to service them and help them out.
And coaches and consultants, okay? Which there's many of us.
Yes, yes,
Okay. Okay. Perfect. And you have this, I know we've talked about it before. You time blocked. You could put this time in your calendar and time block it.
yes, I have them.
This is the audit work, right? This is the business development stuff.
Yeah, yes, I do have them.
Okay. Because it comes down to, honestly, JC, I mean, the more you are seen and heard, that's where up until now, it's like it's been okay. So the World Series is happening, right?
Hmm.
Okay. Even it doesn't really matter if it's the World Series, but any sport, you go back to like even hockey, right? I'm a huge hockey fan. So before this season starts, they have summer training, then they have the preseason. You've been in or for baseball, they have summer, what do you call it? They have the Grapefruit League or the Cactus League,
Right.
depending, right? It's all preparation for the big season.
Hmm.
So you kind of been in the Grapefruit League or the Cactus League. We'll say Cactus. I like Cactus League better. Cactus League for a while now, but now
Hmm.
it's the real season. Now
Hmm.
it's go time. Game
hmm
one, right?
hmm
Um, so it's time to get up to bat. These are my baseball analogies, just in honor of the World Series, right? It's time to step up to the plate, okay, and be seen and be heard through your
hmm
actions. And it's basically doing everything that one thing, what might hold some other businesses back from working with you is what has held you back from going to the next step.
That's a very good question. Readiness, readiness for it, seeing the value in it, what's in it for me, I think that's what would hold it back. Because if they don't see the value, then there's nothing I can do. I'm not, there is something I can do, but yeah, I
Yes, 100%. People have to see the value for sure. But it's
hmm
also, but what I'm saying is, like, you saw the value of what you do, but you were still stuck in the batter's box, getting ready. I'm going to launch, I'm going to relaunch, I'm going to do whatever. I'm getting ready to be ready.
hmm
Okay. So you've gone through it all. The point I'm trying to make is there are a lot of companies out there who are overwhelmed. They got so much going on. They have very little control over their team.
Mhm.
They've got so many different, like, it's just so many moving parts of their business. They
Mhm.
don't know what to do. And then there's all these people on LinkedIn screaming, I can help you, and sending them
Mhm.
messages. I can help you. But like, it takes work, it
Mhm.
takes a leap of faith. And
Right.
that's where the opportunity for you to come in, because you get it. You're taking a leap of faith. You've taken a leap of faith in you launching your business. You've taken a leap of faith with yourself to put
Mhm.
yourself out there. And you're actually kind of asking them to come on this journey with you.
Mhm.
Take the leap of faith together for them. You get them, you understand them, and
Mhm.
you can possibly help them. It's not all about, I don't want us to get caught up in what you do for them, right? Specifics,
Mhm.
the plan, the this, the that.
Mhm.
It's what it will do for them. That makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. Like as you said in your elevator intro,
Yeah.
calming the chaos. But
Yes.
obviously they have to understand a little bit more. I mean, that's just a line. What does
Mhm.
that mean? And that means a different thing for everyone. But to calm the chaos doesn't mean, or sorry, to calm the chaos, this is where the opportunity for you comes in, I believe, is to get them to understand, show them the path. That calming the
Mhm.
chaos doesn't have to be overwhelming.
Mhm.
Calming the chaos is actually possible. If you
Mhm.
just partner with the right company, the right
Mhm.
person, it can happen. And it is on the other end, it's
Mhm.
like you'll wonder how you ever survived without it.
Right.
Right. Okay. So you have your work cut out for you.
I do. I do. And I'm
Perfect.
excited for it. I'm excited. Yeah. So.
So I'm excited for you as well. So now again, this is where the games start. The games matter. The points mean everything. So it's a matter of every day having that time doing, because you do your breath work, your meditation, to do that
Mhm.
mindset work,
Mhm.
and to do the work. So that's working on yourself and then your business, working on the
Mhm.
business and getting out there, being seen, meeting people, putting offers out there, connecting to people,
Mhm.
creating clients. Because there are a lot of people out there that have no idea that what you offer even exists,
Mhm.
or that you exist, or that they even need it.
Mhm.
You just know something's not working. So
Mhm.
that's the challenge you have, is to meet these people,
Mhm.
meet them where they're at, right? And obviously starting with people you know, people you've already in their world or they're in your world, and then sort of
Mhm.
branching out more strategically to the type of companies that you want to work with, like the coaches,
Mhm.
consultants, marketing agencies, others. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to have you back and see how everything goes. But I
Part
do
two.
part part two. But I do want to say one thing. The three clients at the end of the month, at the end of November. If you get those three clients, great. If you get two, great. If you get one, great. If you get zero, not great. If you've done
Mhm.
everything and you've been stepping out there, it's going to come. If you keep connecting with people and you keep putting yourself out there and giving value, and it's not like the way people do it on the LinkedIn, like I was on your website or I was at your business and you could really use my help.
Mhm.
Obviously that's not authentic, and that's not how you would do it anyways. It's just meeting people and being of service to them
Yes.
and being very,
100.
yeah, yeah, and not being the world's best kept secret.
Not anymore. Stepping
Yeah,
out of it.
get you out of it. Okay, so I'm going to be following up with you on that, but I think you're on the right path.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I won't be here without your support, without momentum. Um, and I'm just grateful that this is all happening and we are here today. Um, because yeah, I don't think I don't know if I don't know where I would be today if um, I wasn't part of Marshall's.
I didn't pay her for that. I didn't pay her for that. Okay.
No, no, but
I
I'm
No,
genuinely
thank you.
yes, it's a pleasure working with you, pleasure working with everyone that's been in momentum and speaking to everyone and learning from everyone. Um, it helps me to, it helps me where I am today. So,
Well, I thank you. Okay. But before we go, I have to say something. And I probably told you this before because we've known each other for, wow.
14
2020.
years.
So 14 years?
As old as my daughter. Yes.
That's right. BNI. BNI. That's where I met
Yes.
you 14 years ago. Wow. Um, and we kind of every now and then, every few years, sort of somehow kept in touch. I think there was a bit of a gap, but then I remember having some conversations with you. And I told you that. I remember having conversations with you in your previous career. The one thing I can say about you, I stayed in your world, and I can't remember how we reconnected again specifically, but I believed in you. I think I believed in you much more. I know I believed in you much more than you did at the time. And I left space for you. Your clients, future clients need the same. They see their business a certain way. You have experience, you have a specific skill that I'm telling you, most business owners don't have. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Most, maybe some CEOs, like C-suite level kind of CEOs do,
Mm-hmm.
but entrepreneurs, most of them don't have. And that's getting their thoughts down on paper, into a strategy, looking at the bigger picture and sort of just breaking things down. It's all about, and the reason I'm going there is because it's all about you believing in the process and you believing in your clients or your prospects more than they probably do at the time. That's when they will feel that. That's when they will say, this is a company I want to partner with, rather than the company that's all slicked out in this. I don't know if anyone on the West Coast wears suits anymore, but in the suit and the fancy shoes and the this and the that. It's not about that. It's about understanding and believing in the connection.
Yes.
Okay. My mentor, John Maxwell, says, and then I will let you go. Leaders, he's talking about the really good leaders, touch a hand. Sorry, don't edit that because I screwed it up. Touch a heart before they ask for a hand.
Yes.
Okay. They touch a heart before they ask for a hand. I'm going to leave you with that. I know you're a spiritual person, religious person. So you touch a heart before you ask for a hand. And as Maya Angelou says, people don't remember what we said or what we did. People do remember how you made them feel. People aren't getting that enough. People aren't feeling that enough. They're just hearing all this, what's said and what's done. We need to get that stuff out of it. And it's about emotion. It's about connection.
Mm-hmm.
Those are your people. They're going to be the ones who fall in love with you and say, oh my gosh, that's my partner. She gets it. She can help me. Okay. I've talked way too much.
I just want to say thank you for the belief. Thank you for saying what just said because I've told this before that if it wasn't for your belief, I don't think I had enough in me. So pouring that in me was very generous, and I'm very grateful for that. So thank you.
My pleasure. I received that as I learned from Jeanette at the Entrepreneur Growth Summit. I am receiving
Yes,
that. Thank you.
yes,
And I do want to say before one last thing for everyone else. Okay, it's not blind faith. It's not like being a cheer. I'm not a cheerleader. Just like you go, JC. You've got it. You go, girl. You've got this. Right? You're amazing. Rah
yes.
rah rah. It's not fake.
Mm-hmm,
I'm not going to say that. In fact, I don't work with people I don't believe in because that's just
mm-hmm,
it doesn't serve either purpose, either party well. So the same thing for you. Like all this relates to you and your business and probably our listeners to their businesses as well,
mm-hmm,
right? You need to believe in the process. You need to believe in your client. If you don't, it's not going to work long term.
mm-hmm.
It might be a quick buck, it might be a quick contract, in and out, whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not something sustainable. So
Right.
it's not like I thought, oh, I gotta tell this person or I believe in them so much, right? If I didn't believe in you, it's not gonna serve me. It's definitely not gonna serve you, thus it's not gonna serve me, right? Um, and that's it. So, okay. So normally we end a coaching session with the action steps you're going to hold yourself accountable to. So
Yeah.
I'm going to put that on you now.
Okay. I just lost my train of thought.
And there were no tears, people.
uh,
There were no tears today, which
no
we'll have to
tears,
save
but you
it.
know what? I felt
It's
that
internal
though.
in-house. Okay.
It's yeah.
Okay.
Um, accountability. Um, for next week, I know we're meeting next week. Um, I had it on my to-do list. Oh, my messaging. Um, I was crafting 3 messages for you, which was message one, message I
Mhm.
for the keg journey. You and I talked about the keg journey, so I'm gonna prepare that and then send that over to
I'm adding one more for you to
you. Oh,
prepare because it's going to be for the week after. as well.
Okay.
But because next week is going into November, or starting at
Hmm.
the end of October, actually, I believe the day we meet, we're going to be, when do we meet? Thursday or Friday? Anyways, I think
Yeah,
so.
Thursday.
This is launching on Thursday. So we meet today, next
Yes.
week. Primary focus for November.
Oh, yes.
So I'm going to tell you right now, I'm telling you what the primary focus for November is.
Okay, what is it?
I don't normally, but I'm telling you.
Okay,
Because you
I
told
want to
me.
hear it.
Well, you told me
Yes.
you were going to build a plan to create three new
Hmm.
clients.
Yes.
So the focus for November is onboarding or being in the process of onboarding
Yes.
three new clients. But then it's working out specifically, what do I need to do? What does JC need to do in order to achieve that? The social
Okay.
media, specifically number of posts, the messaging first, obviously, outreach, whatever it is,
Hmm.
referrals, blah, 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 all that stuff, right? And that's it. And then we'll discuss more next week.
Okay. So, Marshall, thank you so much for having me
Thank
on
you.
this podcast. This is amazing, and it's been a pleasure. So,
I receive it, yes, but it is always my pleasure speaking with you. And so, everyone else, I really want, if you guys are still with us, this has been a good one. I want you to hear your thoughts for JC, your thoughts on the episode, and what's resonated with you. And you could post it on socials where you see this. You could share it. You could do whatever, but subscribe, like all that kind of stuff. But really, I want to hear your thoughts. Even if you want to send me an email to marshall@marshallstern.net. If you're watching this on YouTube, comment on the video what your biggest takeaway was from this, and we'll see you again next week on another episode of the Stern Truth Business Unfiltered. Thank you so much for tuning in to The Stern Truth. If you found today's episode helpful, we would love to hear from you. Please like, share, and leave us a review. Also, if you'd like to be a guest in an upcoming episode or join us in one of our Momentum Accountability Group sessions, simply email me to marshall@marshallstern.net. That's marshallstern.net. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Until next time, keep pushing forward and leading with confidence.